Oh, we're live, peeps. So my camera setup is super janky. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. Yo, let's see if we get some people in the house just to watch some live painting video. Let's see what I got going on here. All right, we're painting Nandi today. We're doing it. We're gonna paint this whole thing. I might switch this camera around. Make no promises. And I'm also not worried about how this painting turns out because it's good. It's good already. So let's give her some purple. We're giving Nandi purple. Nandi's, technically a boy cow, but I like to think of Nandi as a girl's name. That's just me. And cows are very sacred animals, all over the world. Even I consider it here on Turtle Island to be about the buffalo and like the loss of the buffalo and the habitat. So we're going to keep it positive. We're just painting Nandi. Nandi likes purple. Which part should be dark, the top or the bottom? Does it matter? All right, we're painting her. Nobody on here yet, dude. Everybody's busy at work. That's what. When people get on, I'll start talking to you. That's the point of this. I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself. Oh, there's somebody. Hey, I see a friendly face in the crowd. I'm just painting Nandi here, the sacred bull, in this watercolor painting. So I haven't been back to this painting in a while. I'm really glad that you stopped in to check it out. It's a really large watercolor. And there you go, you're gone. Oh, you're back. Somebody's here. I see somebody. Somebody came and went. It's all good. Feel free to say hello or ask any questions. Like, I really don't always like to talk to myself. So that was the point. I'm out here at this yurt, at a yurt right now that's off-grid. And I'm just living this off-grid artist lifestyle. Trying to get some work done. So, how do you feel about the sacred cows? Anybody in there got some thoughts about the sacredness of the cow? Dude, now I got people. Hi. Who do we got? And much love, dude. Bernard and Mahi. Mahi is so cool. I love mahi. It's just a beautiful fish that I tend to think about Hawaii when I think about mahi, but that fish has a range. It's a really cool fish. Hey Barry, how are you? I've got a few people in here now. That's really cool. I think this is the first time I've done a live painting before or worked on something like this live. Ooh, a crow just chirped really loudly in the background. Could you hear that? The cool thing about this off-grid location is that I have a massive cell phone tower not too far away from where I'm working. So it's weird, at one point. The other point, it's like there's crows nesting in the cell phone tower. And I feel like they're communicating. They're broadcasting my message of creativity across the lands. So what I like about this painting is it's a little different than my usual style in that it looks very like youthful to me, has just sort of a cartoony youthful quality. So I appreciate that nature of it, to be honest. Oh, I lost a bunch of folks. See, I'm a boring guy, dude. I'm just out here I'm trying just to make art, and I like to share. So that's the reason why I'm on here doing this live with everyone, just because. Oh, there goes the crows. I bet you heard that a little bit. Hey, much love. Much love. What do we got? I see my camera set up is super janky. Hola. Max Cavalera. Dude, I'm gonna have to see what that is. What could somebody cue me in? What's Max Cavalera? What's that all about? Sounds cool. Oh, I got a few more in here now. I got it. It's showing 11 up there. 11's like one of those numbers. Does anybody here follow like the YouTube spiritual community? I'm a major supporter of it. I use it to give me like divination access. It's like there's a full-on network of oh, I got a thumbs up, dude. Thank you, people. That's what's up, dude. That gives me the love like to keep going here, even if it looks a little weird. I'm trying to figure out what direction to go with her. Him. Whoever it is. For you is the sacred bull, is the sacred cow a bull or is it a cow? Is Nandi a cow or a bull? I feel like traditionally, Nandi is a bull. But I also prefer like to sometimes think about Nandi as a cow. And then we get into the real sacred nature of cows, dude. We got, oh, another like. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's from you. Hello, my dear friend. Hello. From Malaysia. Wow, that is so awesome. I'm in New York right now in the US. If we call it that, I call it Turtle Island because there's no such thing as United States. Have you seen the media? It's unreal. It's Turtle Island is actually the name of this place, and New York is actually what we would call like the land of the great law of peace on indigenous wisdom. So, I don't know a lot about Malaysia, but I know it's a beautiful, beautiful land because all the land is beautiful, is it not? And beautiful people, dude, because all the people everywhere are beautiful. That's what's sacred about animals. We're animals, right? Do we remember? Do we remember? Where do I live? I live in New York, in New York State. I don't live in the city. I live out in like the natural area where there's a lot of waterfalls. It's very beautiful. Amsterdam, yo. Dude, we know about Amsterdam. I'm actually originally from Northern California, so our people do business together on Cheech and Chong. On Cheech and Chong, bro. Yeah, dude, this isn't made for kids, this it might look like a child's drawing, but the channel is not made for children. We make art. Amsterdam knows about art. Have you been to the have India? Dude, okay, India here, I want you to know that I'm painting this very sacred animal, and I'm doing a painting right now about the Ananchala Mountain with the legendary story of the mountain and the flame and what was like said to be what. Yo, mama's house, dude, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We live in Bangladesh. That's cool. Nice. Nice. There's so much. I'm a fiber artist, and fiber arts is something deep in my heart. And I know that a lot of the clothing that gets, brought into the lands are oftentimes made in countries like Bangladesh. And I really just have a hard time with what's going on out here with labor and the value of our work. You know what I mean? That's my ass off, right? Yo, mama's house, fool. What were you saying about the painting? Okay, so the painting is it's a painting of a very sacred mountain range where essentially Shiva was like getting really tired of his brothers being like overly competitive or combative, and like he wanted them to like figure it out where this light and this flame was coming from, and they couldn't really figure it out, so he had to show them. And the truth is that of the story of Shiva is that it's a relationship between energy and consciousness, right? So that's the divine union 108. It's 108. It's like I've got a couple different rosaries on here. This one's my grandmother's, and it's for the rose itself, the relationship between the mother and the child. And then I've got my tigers. I got my tigers one here. This is 108. This is 108. Hey. So that's kind of my vibe. I try to bring like spirituality, art, ecology, kind of like form of my own kind of divine union. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I'm not super happy with like the purple, but whatever. I just kind of want to get this purple in, and then I'm going to start working with this black ink because that's what I ultimately want to like just kind of like do a lot of ink work. I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. I just want to get some paint down. So now I think I can kind of like maybe start considering some kind of highlights or something of that nature. Maybe I'll work with what's on the palette here a little bit. I got some blue, some like blue paint here. Maybe we'll just accentuate like a little bit of some shadows. And like try to bring in some of the features. And that's kind of nice. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's nice. So is anyone here an artist? Do you like to paint? What are you painting on? I'm painting on watercolor paper. Yes, I am married, but I don't wear a ring. Thank you so much for the compliments. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate the kindness. Um, yeah, so it's just a very large sheet of watercolor paper. And it's about 7 feet tall by like 4 feet wide. Do you guys want to see the whole painting? I could lift up the camera for you so you could get a picture of the whole thing, but you got to ask for it. And you got to give me some thumbs up. How about that? If you want to see it. Let's see some thumbs up in the house and then I'll show you the whole painting. Because honestly, I'll show it to you anyways. I just think it would be cool if I got some thumbs up, you know? It's easy to put a little love on it. But if you want to talk shit, that's available too to anyone. If you feel like talking shit, it's always welcome. Because, like this is art. People are allowed to have an opinion, right? So talk your shit, dude. Talk your shit about the work. It's all gravity. Nobody really is, because people tend to be really kind. That's actually the true nature of humanity, to be kind. It sure wouldn't look that way, though, if you're paying attention to the false narrative. You know. So, let's see. I do have some thumbs up, and I got 5 people in the house. So here, I'll show you the whole work now. Just have to be careful because I have this really janky camera set up. So that's kind of like the idea. Hi. Hi. So this is like the whole concept here. So I've got like the mountain and the sacred animals. I've got the flame, that's like the Shakti energy, like that divine feminine energy that just brings strength and just pure love into our hearts, right? I'm invited? Dude, okay. I will be there. I'm coming to Malaysia. I would love to be there. I need to get a passport first, so I'll do that and then I'll see you. I'll see you there. For real. I'm a traveling man. So I'd like to do some traveling. I was working on this painting with a collective in India, actually. And they helped me out with this meditation that, to be honest, like really helped me as an artist and as a human being, because I do practice meditation in my life. Always have, since I was like a child. Oh, I stepped right on it. See that? Oh my gosh, look at these really cool footprints. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's art. Yet it is absolutely inspired by the culture. And it depends on who you're talking about, like even to use the word Indian, to be honest with you. Like, I just speak English, so unfortunately I'm limited in my vocabulary, but it certainly is inspired by the story of the Anand Kala mountain and the relationship between Shiva and Shakti. Kuala Lumpur City. My Mahadev. Yeah, so I really do like believe in Devi, Mahadevi, and my English and pronunciation is limited, but my belief system is very profound. So that's what that's all about. Yeah, thank you so much. Like, definitely like thanks and praise to all the wonders of the cultures of the world and like the truth of the matter. I'm on Turtle Island, and like they try to pretend here that there's supposed to be a separation between church and state. I agree with that because fuck religions, to be honest with you. But in Turtle Island, there's indigenous like cultural practices, spiritual practices that are like so profound. They're as deep and meaningful as anywhere in the world. Thank you so much, Harsh. I love that name, Harsh. You know, I grew up in San Francisco, and we write graffiti there. Like, we do vandalism as an act of beautification on the city. Depends on who you're doing the work with, but there's an artist there named Harsh who does great work, like super fire graffiti. So this is a bold move, people. You're gonna watch me. I could either really fuck this thing up or I can make it cool. So I got this ink right here. It's just black ink, and I got some big brushes. And I'm just got, dude, sometimes as an artist, you got to make bold moves. You just have to like go after it, you know? And that's it. If you feel scared, then it's going to be a scary thing. But I feel a little scared, not going to lie. But I'm going to do it. Do it to it. So I think I'm going to pour some India ink into like one of my Dixie cups here, because I just keep reusing this water in these cups. I'm going to get this black ink in here. I'm going to go to town. Say, bro, do a backflip. Dude, I would do a backflip if I was on the beach, humps. But I'm not on the beach. I'm not trying to break my back. I've been having some back pains. I've been doing a lot of gardening. Dude, thanks so much for the support. I really appreciate you. I'm glad that I did this, to be honest. Like, I haven't been over to this workspace in quite some time. Just because I've been really busy doing a lot of illustrations. If you check my channel, anyone who's not like aware of my artwork, you want to see more, like this is a little different for me. I usually do like illustrations to like a time-lapse thing with stories and everything, and they're quite beautiful, profound stories that I work on. Things that are just like I receive through almost like divine messages. I just pay attention, you know, I pay attention to the world around me. If anybody in here is like, haha, you're welcome to take a screenshot, my friend. And also, I'll put an image up. If you come back to my channel, I'll just put up an image on the posts, and you can do it. Yeah, we can help save each other out here. That's what I think. I think togetherness is the point of life. You know, dependent arising is one way. You know, sometimes people use that in like the Buddhist tradition. For me, I just like, I appreciate the world. Like, I think because I'm from Turtle Island and I reflect as like, I'm Irish, a lot Irish in me, but I've got some indigenous bloodlines, and it makes me like tapped into what I call like a Native American worldview. And through that view, because of the heinous atrocities that happened here on Turtle Island, which are genocidal, like things happen here as bad as anywhere in the world, is that I just have tended to like appreciate and love all real people and real ideas about spirituality that represent like love and harmony, non-violence, you know, like having respect. I think one thing that's cool about Hinduism is that it doesn't tend to be too pushy on the world, you know? Just kind of like if you want to go and celebrate it, then it's there to celebrate it. There's so much beauty to see. So I'm grabbing a paintbrush real quick here. I got some cool brushes I'm working with, like some nice big brushes. And I'm a little bit intimidated here because I'm going in with this black paint. But I'm going to start on the top on the left, and I'm just going to start working my way across. Let's see if I can kind of move you up. The hair feels comfortable to me to like start with the hair. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to like see if I can't soak this thing up here. And this could get messy. Like this is like really just straight up black ink. And I got to get this to soften up because it had like watercolor on it before. So it has like a kind of a hard tip on the brush still from the pigments drying on there. So that's that. It's cool that I've got this kind of small crowd here right now. I appreciate everybody that's watching. I can't actually read the screen at the moment, but if people are asking questions, I will try to get to your questions. Like, I love the interactive component of this experience. So let's see. Let's get bold here. Let's get brave, right? Is there any reason why not to? Does anyone say, like, I can't do it this way? Do you not like it? Does dark black hair, is it too much? Right? Okay, so let's try to get a little bit of control going, and we don't want to cover everything up. But to be honest, I wouldn't like mind covering some stuff up because that's kind of what I'm after. I want this thing to sort of like pop, you know? I feel like one way to do that is to bring out some really dark line work. So let's bring this up here. This is like his chalice or whatever. I felt like it could be like dripping out, like almost like like whatever it was, you know, like all that toxic, like the toxic stuff that just wanted to like spill out of his drink. Dude, right? I mean, what if it just fell all the way down the mountain? What if it fell down the mountain? Dang, you know? That's what I felt like this thing needed, was some dark lines, so that's what I'm doing. You gotta be with it or not. So I'm gonna try to like be a little delicate here around the eyes. But I want some like darker, heavier lines. That's what I want. I want it to come out strong. We can make it come out strong. It's going to be okay. I like it because it's brave, you know? I like it because it's brave. You can totally do this with your son, dude. For real, for real. Oh my God, that's like the coolest comment ever. I'd love you to do this with your son. That would be amazing. Definitely, like, get a huge sheet of watercolor paper. You can get it by like a really big roll. Roll it out and start painting with your son. Dude, that would be an experience that you'll really remember. And I don't see like anything that bad could come from it. Just like me with this black paint. It's like, sure, you know, it's dark, it's black. Isn't that something to do with Shiva though? Doesn't he like black? Isn't there something with Shiva he likes black? Ooh, a gunshot just went off. I'm out here in a place where people like to fire guns. See? And hey, isn't that sort of like on some Shiva energy even? The boon of Shiva from the west? Damn, son, with the Asuras and all that? Bringing out some firepower out here. I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed, dude. So you know, nobody's coming around here for me. Not with those kind of weapons. That's just what people do for fun around here. People get weird. Let's see. So this is his little mustache. Awesome. Awesome. All right, I'm going to do the earring real nice because the earring needs like some love. You know what I really want to see right now? Is I want to see his hair kind of go a little bit go off. Like, first of all, there's no real hair coming this way. Why couldn't hair come this way? Right? That's kind of cool. Like, what if his hair started coming out this way? Could that be okay? It seemed okay to me. Seems like an okay decision to have some hair coming out this way. Could it fall into here? Okay, let's do this. Let's get this thing really showed up. All right. Got some energy now. Got some energy. I don't know, this could be a bold move, but I got to see something like here with her. Got to see something here. Ooh, I like her, you know what I mean? That's my love. That's my love, the divine feminine. Once you fall in love with the divine feminine, that whole masculine side of you figures a lot of stuff out in this world. You got to find that place to belong. You know? Love is about longing and belonging, consciousness and energy. That's the vibe. That's the lesson learned. That's the meditation practice. Use your imagination, fall in love. See what kind of like good hair vibes I can get out here. I feel like I like them to have really long hair like me. My hair almost comes all the way down to my ass. That's how long my hair is. I like the drips. Drips are cool, right? Black drips. Kind of. I think it's okay to have some drippage. It sort of makes it work. Oh, look, that one got on his face. I like that. Okay. So let's see. I kind of want to bring out these animals down here, so I think I'm going to do some kind of highlighting of these animal creatures. I'll bring you down this way to watch this work. It's just kind of like bringing out some darkness. I'll start on the left side because I'm left-handed. Then I can move my way across. I think I'm going to start just by doing like the shadows at the bottom, because that'll kind of make them seem like they're sitting on something there. Right? Oh, it's just, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's all A-okay. We gotta have some grasses and stuff in here. Andy needs some grass. It's just part of the process, is letting it happen. There's moments as an artist where you experience a self-doubt. Like, what did I do? Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, people. That's how we make art. I'm going to just rock this one like that. That's kind of cool, the way that happened. So here we'll go up to snake. What do people think about the year of the snake and snakes in general? Naga? The snake god, you know, like in Mexico, there's a snake goddess named Cotacuy. She wears a skirt with snakes all in her skirt. And what she is she's the galactic center of the Milky Way galaxy, and the skirt is actually made up of stars. Whoa. We're bringing in some snake action. Man, somebody's out here just firing off rifle action, probably like some 22 or something. Makes me want to smoke a cigarette. I might go out and smoke a cigarette because I just keep hearing all this gunfire. It gives me anxiety, dude. I think it's super important to let these animals come out as they should. And I think it's okay if it doesn't turn out great. It's just a practice in painting. Dude, what are these people doing out here? All right, now I'm digging it. You know, I'm kind of digging it. I'm not going to lie. I dig what's happening here. My neighbor studies elephants. When she was younger, she's retired now, but she actually discovered a sound that elephants use to communicate over really vast frequency or distances using a really subsonic frequency. Elephants have this ability to communicate over vast distances, then they pick up the sound through their feet. Okay, so we'll do some of that. They're picking up this Ganesha, picking up the sound of the ground from its distant relatives. Nice, dude. Look at this. Look at that elephant. Dude, the elephant is so cool. What a majestic creature. What an important part of the human experience and evolution through ancient times, right? Oh. Take a step back and kind of peek game. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm gonna do something weird. Here. Okay, so that clacking sound is from a bird, probably like a woodpecker or something. That's the nature responding to the gunfire, making its own sounds. Oh, it's getting quiet in here. That's just me. I'm the quiet one. Here, let's give all these guys some nice eyes. Come in here and give them some good eyes. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. That feels better. Let's give it the good saddle. Let's put a saddle on that thing. Nandi's the homie, dude. Nandi with the saddle. All right. Now this snake. Do we got any snake people here? Anybody like some snakes? Here, I'm going to read what we got going on now. Are you tripping? No, I'm not tripping right now. Just on myself. Yeah, for sure about the snakes. I appreciate your wisdom there. And also, yeah, this separation between the naga and what we, are natural snakes. For sure. I love snakes in my garden. I have like really cool. Hey, peace, and thank you for being here. Yeah, the goddess energy around snakes is different from like the physical world of snakes and our biological systems. And snakes just play a critical role in the habitat. So they're very intelligent beings and they're very peaceful, docile, like most reptiles. I love reptiles. I actually swam with crocodiles in my dreams since I was a child, and they've never once harmed me. And as an adult, I learned to interact with them in the water. So that's cool. Yeah. Much love to the snakes and their intelligence and learning more about nature, dude. That's 100% it. You've got it right. You have got it right. So these are all like, considered to be sacred animals, but they're animals like the tiger, the deer, the serpent, the elephant, the bull. It's sacred and it's nature. I'm going to put a little heart right there for that. Why not? It doesn't matter, it's all good. And that's the thing, just now about teaching me about the naga and snakes and like the discrepancies and whatever, like that's what we're here for, is to learn from each other. Like I never claimed to know it all, and I love to learn it all. And I love to get people's like interpretation and perspective on life, because I think if we listen to each other, we learn. And when you know about something, you know. And sometimes you get it wrong. That's okay too. That is okay, my friend. It is all good. We're doing our best out here, And I think, like I said, people's general nature is to love one another. If we give each other a chance to use grace and share more. Sharing is caring. You hear that, woodpecker? Yeah, so that's looking pretty good, I think, and I got some drop offs, so I might call this like quits here for this point of the painting. So I'll give you one last perspective for the last couple folks that are here with me. Um, so this is it. That's the work. And I think that those dark lines are cool. I like using dark lines in my work. Like I'm traditionally more of an illustrator, so I like to draw. And when I paint, sometimes I use the paintbrush like a pencil or a pen. So much love to everyone for joining me here. I super appreciate you. 1 Foot Wild. If 1 Foot Wild is still here talking about tripping, I did probably put a few mushrooms in my coffee this morning, to be honest with you, brother, but that's worn off by now. So take it easy. It's okay to expand your consciousness and do it safely. Like, we got a big problem with medicine in this world and food. So I would definitely encourage people, like, before you learn how to paint, learn how to grow your own food, because that's the best thing you can do for yourself right now. Follow my channel if anyone isn't familiar with my work. I really appreciate you for being here, and have an extraordinary day. Be creative. Use your creative currency to create more. One love, fam. Peace.